I'm the Rolex wearing, limousine riding, private plane flying, wheeling dealing son of a gun. I've spent more money on spilt liquor than anybody in this world. It's your boy. It's the nature boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
I love it. I love it. And in case you didn't know, our guest today is DeAngelo Hall, cornerback for the Washington Redskins. I'm defensive end Adam Carriker, and that other guy, my co-host, his name is.
It doesn't matter what his name is. Do you,
You know,
smell what the Rock is cooking? Chuck,
you know
what's
what?
going on, baby?
I agree. It doesn't matter what that other guy's name is.
Hey, you're a bunch of jerks, both of you.
Oh, man, just having some fun, Chuck. Just having some fun, man.
Woo!
Welcome to Fourth and Pay, the only football and pro wrestling show to be hosted by an NFL player and the weight loss champion. That jerk is Redskins defensive end Adam Carriker.
I don't know how I can top that. How you doing, folks?
Yeah, former wrestling announcer and the weight loss champion Chuck Carroll here. Be sure to give the show a follow at Fourth and Pain, where every weekday brand new content gets tweeted out 1 p.m. Eastern. And proud to welcome to the show a fellow 757 guy, DeAngelo Hall. D Hall, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man.
Well, appreciate you coming here, even though you don't give two craps about my name. But always a thrill, like I said, when we get a 757 guy on there. You know, I grew up in Norfolk and would have gone to Maury High School had I not grown up here. But when was the last time you got a chance to go back down there?
You know what? During training camp. You know, we was fortunate enough to have training camp in Richmond. It's only probably about an hour and a half from Virginia Beach, you know, the area I grew up at. So, you know, was able to jet down there, see my mom, man, and, you know, that was probably one of the best things I loved about, you know, having training camp in Richmond, man. Those off days I got a chance to shoot home and, you know, see some friends and family, and, you know, you can't beat that.
Absolutely, man. I love getting back down there. I miss the beach, frankly. Everybody up here goes to Ocean City. I think that that's nothing compared to Virginia Beach. But then again, I'm a homer. Speaking with DeAngelo Hall here on Fourth and Pain with Adam Carriker and Chuck Carroll. D Hall, big game this weekend, going out west, facing your former team, the Oakland Raiders. Any extra incentive there to kind of stick it to the guys out in the black hole?
They did do me kind of wrong, cut me after 8 games after signing me to a $70 million contract. But you know what, man? We're just trying to get a win. You know, we're at the point, you know, in the season, man, where, you know, we're just trying to get a win. You know, Oakland's been actually playing some pretty good football, man. Terrell Pryor's been able to kind of, you know, extend plays with his feet, man. You know, that new kind of hybrid style quarterback that everybody's going to. So, you know, hopefully he's okay with the concussion, but, you know, a part of me, you know, kind of didn't want to see him out there on the field either. So, you know, we're just going to go out there, man, and try to get our first win of the season.
Yeah, man. And you know, even though they did you wrong, as you say, you got an opportunity to play under Al Davis. And, you know, he just frankly gave me nightmares growing up, man. I mean, what was it like? What was your relationship like with Coach Davis, as he liked to be called?
Oh, man, it was great. It was great, man. I can remember, you know, when Oakland recruited me, man, you know, trying to trade for me from Atlanta, and you know, just flying in and getting a chance to sit down and pick his brain, man, and just you know, hear some of the stories he would tell about, you know, the old days, and, you know, some of the things he knew about myself, man. He was like an elephant, man. The guy had a memory that was amazing. You know, a lot of people thought he was losing it, man, but I tell you what, man, when he had to do with football, the guy sat there and watched every single player practice, would talk to you about, you know, what you did wrong in practice. You know, the day before, he would sit there and, you know, critique your game, you know, whether it was games being played or whatnot. Man, the man knew his football, man. And it was, you know, such an honor just to be a part of that Raider organization, man, for the short time I was, man, just because of him and the significance of him and all the things that, you know, Oakland has done, you know, in the National Football League.
Speaking with DeAngelo Hall here on Fourth and Pain. Last question before we get to wrestling. I'm a short guy, D Hall. I have a short guy complex. Not even going to lie about that. Always curious. This is one question I've never asked on the show. Who, in your opinion, is the best short guy in the history of the NFL? Who should my hero be?
Man, I'll have to go with my cousin Dante Hall, man. You know, I get called Dante more than anybody else, man. But you know, just an explosive X factor kind of guy. I'm gonna go with Dante Hall. But I mean, if we just going off a height, man, I don't know how tall Barry Sanders was, but you know, if 5'7", 5'8", something like that, 5'7", he's probably the best of all time. But you know, the part of me that wants to just, you know, say my cousin Dante, man, he's kind of explosive to it. his limited height requirements.
There you go, man. I would look up to 5'7". Honestly, I'm 5'5" on a good day, so I'm just gonna turn things over to the
5'2".
overgrown. Yeah, whatever, man. I'm 5'4" and
Maybe
3
5
quarters.
foot. My wife's taller than you.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She's
she
not.
looks down on you, buddy.
No, she.
All right, let's transfer into a little bit more of the wrestling side of the show. D Hall was excited about this, so tell me, when's the last time you watched wrestling, and who are some of your favorites back when you were into wrestling on a frequent basis?
Oh man, yeah, man, I could still walk in the room and watch my 11-year-old watching wrestling now, man. So I've probably seen it last week, but back when I was into it, man. I mean, I loved all those guys, man. I loved NWO. I loved God dang, Sting when he flew down from the rafters after he went all black. Goldberg, Adam, me and you shared that in common, man. You were talking about Goldberg, man. He was a freaking beast. Stone Cold, I got a chance to meet Stone Cold at a NASCAR race in Bristol. That's where my wife's from. So got a chance to sit down and meet him, man. And I was mesmerized to meet him. Like, you'd have thought it was Kobe Bryant, man. And it was just Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. Just kicking back, having a beer, just talking about just life, man. So, definitely guys like that, man. Probably today's generation, man. I like John Cena. I like some of the ex-athlete type wrestlers, man. I definitely love John Cena, Batista, some of those other guys, man.
Now, I'm curious. You actually got a chance to meet Stone Cold. I know a lot of the wrestlers, they have a character that they perform in the ring, if you will. And sometimes that mirrors who they are as a human being. Sometimes it's completely different. What was he like in real life?
I mean, he was definitely still a straightforward kind of guy. That's how I am too. He definitely talked a little bit of trash, man. But he was a real cool, down to earth guy. wasn't arrogant, wasn't conceited. Talked about, man, just going to little small towns and just, visiting with people and fans, man, and just how much he enjoyed doing it, man. So, he was definitely real down to earth. Different from his character, obviously. He's a little bit brash and, outspoken in the ring, but, out the ring, man, he was one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
Awesome.
Now you're known for talking a little trash on the field, and Stone Cold's one of the best trash talkers of all time. I want to know, battle on the mic. We had Cena and The Rock a couple years ago. Battle on the mic. D Hall, Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Who's going to win that battle?
Stone Cold will say some stuff to you, man. It'll get you hot. So I'll probably have to say Stone Cold can get me in that category, man, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I learned some of the stuff from watching him, man.
Speaking with DeAngelo Hall here on Fourth and Pain. And my question last week, you found the end zone. You got yourself, I believe it was your 8th career touchdown, your 4th pick six. What are the odds for number 5? You do a little You Can't See Me.
I do a little You Can't See Me?
Yeah, a little John Cena. Before he puts the guy out, he does the You Can't See Me.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? If I can get in that end zone in Oakland, man, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
There you go. Now, Alfred Morris, he made that same promise to us all last year, and he kept with his home run swing. So I'm just asking, please don't let us down.
Well, I switch it up. I mix it up anyway, man. When I got in there in Dallas, I did my little, get down on my knees. When I got in there this time, I just happened to have my wife and my daughters in the end zone. I ended up just finding them and giving them the ball and hugging my daughter. So, I don't mind switching it up. So you got my word on that.
Good man.
I don't know if you know this, but D Hall is tied for the most all-times defensive touchdown scored in NFL history with Rondé Barber at 6. Did you know that, Chuck? Did you know that, D Hall?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, they flashed that little stat throughout the game. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty impressive. You got 2 already this year.
Yeah.
That's real cool. I did not know that, man. I was so happy about getting in the 40 club, man. I was the youngest ever to 30 interceptions, and I wanted to make it a point to try to be the youngest to 40. I ended up doing that, so. Tough loss, man. I'm glad I got it early because I got a chance to really enjoy it. Because if I'd have got it late in the game when we were already losing and I felt like, it wasn't going to go our way, it'd have been a little disappointing. But, got a chance to share with some of my guys out there, man, and they were happy for me. The coaches, we all kind of knew that was on the cusp, man. So, to get that was huge for me. And, right now we're just trying to get a win.
There you go.
Absolutely. That is awesome. And shoot, it's killing me right now. I'm going to be back out there helping you soon. But I got one final wrestling question for you. We've been talking about trash talkers and guys on the mic. Who is the greatest on the mic of all time in pro wrestling, in your opinion?
Oh, man.
That's a tough one right there.
That really is a tough one, man. I don't know if they were the best, but like I said, man, the guys I used to love watching and love listening to, man. When NWO was going strong, man, with and kind of had their feuds with the Four Horsemen, you know, that was some classic back and forth being going on, you know, between those two groups, man. So, man, got to be somebody out of this.
Yeah.
I got my answer if you smell what I'm cooking.
Who you got? Who you got?
The
You
Rock.
got The Rock?
The Rock, if you smell what I'm cooking.
I mean, I could go with The Rock. I could definitely go with The Rock. You know, it's turned him into a global superstar. So I can definitely go with The Rock on that too. I probably agree with you on that one.
Y'all are sleeping on old school Ric Flair now. I spent the better part of this morning listening to about 2 hours of his promos from way back in old school WCW, and I'm telling you, nobody was better on the stick than the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Someone who you know something about.
A lot of people sleep on Rowdy Piper, and I don't know that he
I
had
was
any
about
great
to say
catchphrases.
Roddy Piper.
Don't forget about Piper.
Too now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Piper's Pit.
All right, man. Wrestling memories and a little bit of pigskin with DeAngelo Hall. We greatly appreciate your time today.
Appreciate it, D.
No problem, Chuck. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all having me. All right, Adam, thanks.
Anytime.
Appreciate it. Thank
This
you.
is Fourth and Pain. We'll be right back.